Can you hear me now? Oh, great. Have I been muted that entire time? Wait, have I been muted that entire time? Wait, have I been muted that entire time? Wait, have I been muted that? That was horrible. Am I back? Why is that like that? That needs to be done. Oh, jeez. Can you hear me? Look, he says yes. Okay, I guess I'll do the entire intro again. Hello, humans. I'm the alien doctor. You can call me alien for the second time. Congratulations to Cam for being the very first person who says Brez is good. Not quite sure about the message, but hello, how are you doing? And hello, Lucky as well, who says hi in emote form. We then have Lehum as well, saying happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you. And then what I said before, I realised I was muted, was that I didn't even know it was my Twitch anniversary until it told me that it was today. And then it also emailed me a couple of weeks ago. I think there's meant to be some perks with Twitch anniversary, like streaming on your Twitch affiliate anniversary, but I can't remember what those are. Anyway, I'm just gonna turn on Do Not Disturb so I don't accidentally dock something via notifications. And then the other thing I was saying is we've only done about 5 minutes of this video and we still have quite a lot to go through, plus like other bits and bobs as well. So it may take us a while, but we'll get through it eventually, guys, okay? Hello, Enderman. How are you doing? How was your Thursday? And everybody else, how was your Thursday today? Anyway, let's pause the music and let's just get into editing whilst you guys chat away and I chat to you. That's kind of how this worked last time. It's gotten a bit too much. I need to do some... Once again, tell me if the audio is not quite right, because I was fiddling with audio stuff, because yesterday I broke all of the audio settings on stream, so I had to fix it today before I went live. But it might not be fixed properly. All I'm saying. Reorganizing, and it's gotten a bit too much. I need to do something else. And that something else does in fact... This is a transition. I also haven't actually been on my computer all day. I have been at college or chatting to my friend on a bench after college with a hot chocolate, you know, living the life, or eating or watching something on Disney Plus with my family, or collecting pizza, I guess. So basically, the point is, I haven't actually been on my computer all day, so I might be a bit rusty. Do something else. And that something else does in fact involve our starter base. Wandering Trader. So, you guys might not know this because I haven't really included it in Wandering Trader. Involve our starter base. Wandering Trader. I always want to change the music here. I just played Overwatch all day, says Enderman. Fair enough. I've never actually played Overwatch. It's one of those games that I kind of want to, though. Wandering Trader. So, okay, I do feel like I know a potentially good song for this that I used in my latest video. I actually do want to see. Can we do a quick detour and just see the analytics real quick? Why does it say now playing when nothing is clearly playing? I also fiddled with that. We'll just turn it off for now. There we go. We're just going to take a quick detour. Oh, hang on. 0.5 less than normal. 46 views, 4 less. Okay, so not terrible. It is a bit lower than normal, but that's kind of expected. I'm just curious, what's the retention? Oh, that's not here yet. Okay. I still haven't replied to those comments from yesterday either. Oh, geez, everything's going worse. We'll just ignore all of that. I definitely don't have too many comments to reply to right now. Hello, Cinnamon Cat, saying hello, and it is your first time chat here, which is kind of surprising, honestly, considering how active you are on the Discord. But hello, how are you doing today? Oh, and then you come in and say, yes, bread. Boo, banned, fired. All right, next. Oh, I didn't get the song. It was this one that I wanted. Starter base. Wandering Trader. So, you guys might not know this because I haven't really included it in videos very often, but this season I've gotten 11. And then, as I said yesterday, I don't like putting the transitions, or sorry, not the transitions, the like social cards over 2 different clips. I like the social cards to stay on 1 clip. So we'll drag that in. But this season, I've gotten a little bit of an obsession with the Wandering Trader in that I am trying to get as many mini blocks as I can. I do have plans for those mini blocks, by the way. It's for probably a shop, honestly. So far, I have 2 whole sugar boxes plus... I'm finally in a good time zone to be able to join your streams. Usually they're too early in the morning, lol. Or at night. Too early in the morning at night, lol. Oh, I see what you mean. Ah, so are you like somewhere else at the moment? If you're in a different time zone? Or is that not what you meant? Fair enough. Though. And so far, I need to copy that to the clipboard. There we go. I actually have keybinds on my keyboard for copy and pasting. Very useful. I'm in the USA now on a holiday, says Cinnamon Cat. Awesome. Yeah, I've never been to America, but I'm not against the idea. I can. So far, I have 2 whole sugar boxes plus over half full of mini blocks, and I would like to continue this collection. So I am going to grab the resources I need. 1 moment. Okay, here we're going to put a TV no signal thing. And this bleep is unnecessarily loud. I probably maybe should have done a volume warning, but YOLO. 1 moment. Jeez, even that's loud. Hey, we could put it on the music compressor that I'm running. Oops. Oh, I also added a marker. Oh, I haven't been adding timestamps. We're going to have to do that as well. That's too quiet. We don't want it on this track because this is where my mic goes, which has the TDSer VST on. Oh, it might be too quiet because of that. No. Okay, that's good. That is good. I think there's meant to be some sort of perks with streaming on your Twitch affiliate anniversary, by the way. If anybody happens to notice anything that looks different, it might be sub prices. I'm not sure though. So yeah, let me know if something is different on your end, because right now, other than that message that popped up in chat to tell me, everything seems exactly the same. Hey, maybe I should add that in my title. Do you think that'll get me more viewers? Twitch anniversary hype or something. Life hacks with Alien. Or stream hacks with Alien. Well, I've got the... Really? Oh, actually, we don't want to add a transition to that anyway. Ah! That was weird. 1 moment. Well, I've got nothing for me except the live channels are at the top. Oh, have they changed the layout? Or is that like... weird. No, it's still the same layout for me on Twitch. I guess if I click on like somebody's stream. No, it's still the same for me, but that would be very weird. I don't like that. Cat emojis. On mobile, I think? Oh, maybe. I don't really watch much Twitch on mobile. I find the Twitch mobile app kind of annoying for some reason. I don't know what it is about it. Well, I've got the easy ones that... be the cobblestone. Okay, we are going to use a different song that's not in my power bins, so I have to go find the file. And that's because it's actually not a part of the YouTube audio library. But there's this one song, for some reason, or it's not a part of Epidemic, sorry. There's this one song from the YouTube audio library that I quite like using for certain things, and I think this is one of those times. I think it's this one. This one. Yeah, it is. I quite like using this for certain background things, and I haven't found anything similar to it on Epidemic, which is why I still use it, even though it's from YouTube Audio Library, which is free. Moment. Well, I've got the easy ones, that being the cobblestone and the chiseled stone brick, although I forgot to chisel the stone brick. I might... Yes, I am eating Smarties, by the way. 1 chiseling of... Okay, yeah. to chisel the stone brick. One chiseling of stone bricks. Stone brick. One chiseling of stone bricks later. And we now have ourselves a chiseled stone brick mini block. But we still need the copper ore and the flowering azalea leaves. I know exactly how to solve this issue. See, that's something I think I talked a little bit about it last stream that I am trying to do more of, is like segues from one clip into the other, but then when I cut something out, it messes everything up. Because then the segues don't work. But hello, transition. Is it because I had... Nope. Okay. I'll cut a bit off. I evidently ended or started the clip too soon. That's normally what that means if you can't add... Sorry, excuse me. Oh, I can't even make it 30 frames? That's annoying. Let's solve this issue. As you may... Guess we'll have a little bit of a quicker transition there for whatever reason. You've briefly seen, I've been collecting a whole lot of copper this season, but I've also been mining down a lot of that copper, so I haven't kept the ore. Luckily, it's not too hard to find copper ore if you... Yeah, see, this is unnecessary waffle. One of these trees, all of the mini blocks that I'm going to be able to collect from... And there we go. We now have all of the mini blocks that I'm going to be able to collect from this. So we're going to cut it all out, but you can see I did not cheat them in or anything. So I haven't kept the ore. And there we go. This issue. As you may leaves, I know exactly block, but we still need the copper ore and the flowering azalea leaves. I know exactly how to solve this issue. And there we go. So we'll cut it here. I think. Let me type, please. Is that... Yeah, that's good. Of this issue. And there we go. We now have all of the mini blocks that I'm going to be able to collect from this. Unfortunately, I cannot get mud because that's all the way in the mangrove swamp, which is very, very far away. Which is annoying because a couple of days ago, I also had... Which is annoying because swamp, which is very, very far away. Then we're going to cut out this unnecessary waffle, which is all this bit. A couple of days ago, I also had a mud trade that I... Unnecessary and waffle. Bye-bye. Anyway, what I was saying before we... You can make mud with dirt in a water bowl. Really? Oh my gosh. I thought you had to use like dripstone or something. Okay, we might have a chance to like do some live episode recording. Because I don't know if we have enough video footage to spend our time on just that today. So, yeah. No, that's clay. Really? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I question my Minecraft knowledge. Sometimes I feel like I know these things that is very like unknown, and I know like really technical parts of the game, and then other times I just seem to have like no idea. I want to try that now. It's a cinnamon. You know what? Me too. I'm literally going to launch Minecraft right now. I need to test this. Minecraft sometimes takes a bit of time to load. We'll get there eventually, don't worry. We're also not properly set up for Minecraft on this instance. So give me a second. Oh. There you go, that's good enough. Right, let's see. Let's go to my testing world. which felt like it took a very long time to load. So what you said, water bottle and clay? Wait, no, dirt. I have dirt on me. That's not even a bowl, is it? What? I don't understand. It no working. Help. Place the dirt. Oh my gosh. Since when? Since when was this a thing? This has changed my life. Since 1.20. Oh, so not that long. It's a new thing. Okay, well that makes sense. I haven't been following the update that much. Hey, when you right-click it, it slows you down like you're trying to drink the bowl. Found a bug. That zoom didn't really work properly, did it? Nope, that's the emote thing. Sorry, I really need to cough again. Went on mute that time, though. Do you want to know another life-changing thing, says Cinnamon Cat? Sure, but if it's about bread, then I can't promise you won't be banned. Hang on. I need to do something real quickly whilst you're here. There we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and oops. Oh, what happened to all the bread? What's happening? It just seems to be disappearing out of my inventory. And into the conveniently placed fire. I wonder who did that. Wow. Wow. Such a shame, guys. Such a shame. Clearly. Alright. Thanks for those life hacks. Somebody's Discord DMing me again. Is it important? Semi-important. Hey, the bot still hasn't pinged the stream though. Don't know what's going on there. Oh, this is very, the ping cord is offline. This is very realistic of real life editing because I would get distracted. Very, very far away. Anyway, what I was saying before we got incredibly rudely... Also, it sounds like I'm swallowing the mic right now. To be fair, I probably do that when I'm live a bit. Anyway, what I was saying before we got in fact, I almost feel like we need to turn down the volume of that. Far away. Anyway, what I was saying before we got incredibly rudely interrupted, what to do next, before we got incredibly rudely interrupted, is I think I know what I want to do next. I've already kind of started doing it, but I think we need to transform most of this island into dirt/grass or sand and make a little beach area. Basically, I don't really like how this island looks. I don't think it looks very nice, and I don't really think somebody would actually live here right now because almost all of it is incredibly stony, which in my doesn't look realistic, but I also haven't been on many islands this size with a house on. Almost all of it is incredibly stony, which in my opinion doesn't look realistic, but I also haven't been on many islands to a mostly dirt island. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I want to convert this to a... I want to get the I want a bit. That I want to convert this without the that. That I want to convert this now because almost all of it is incredibly stony. I want to convert this to a mostly dirt island because I also want to build some other houses on it, but that'll be in the future, probably. I don't know, maybe it will be today, who knows? Alright, and then I may do more waffling. Can't remember. Oh, I placed down the beacon. We don't need to see the beacon. Oh, sorry, let me just take a drink of water. I don't know what's going on with my throat. All right, there we go. Weird. I want to come. So yeah, now we're just going to go straight into the time lapses, which are. Oh, I haven't actually imported them since I copied them off the drive in the last episode, or the last stream even, so we're going to go ahead and just find them real quickly. Thanks to my organisation, they're super easy to find because they are just called AlienBot at the start. So we have 44 minutes of time-lapse footage, which isn't very long, comparatively speaking. Not really sure how it's possible for the total bitrate to be 0 kilobytes per second. And maybe it just doesn't like MKV files. But I have oh, there we go. Now the bot pinged. Thanks, bot. We'll just delete the message. Saying we can't undo the ping. Yeah, normally the time lapses are longer. This is a reasonably short time lapse. And hey, speaking of recording in MKV, lots of people that don't fully understand stuff will bash MKV format because it's like annoying to edit because not everything supports it. Although most stuff does. DaVinci Resolve didn't used to, but it does now. But MKV is actually super useful when you know why, because if OBS crashes or your computer crashes or something breaks, you will still have that file up until it breaks. If you don't get to press the stop recording button on OBS and you're recording an MP4 or an MOV, then that file will corrupt and it is unusable and it is very annoying. So MKV is the way. Anyways, it's time-lapse time. What time-lapse music are we feeling today? I could let you guys decide. There we go. Look, you're having a choice on what happens in this video. See? You can't say I don't do anything for you. Okay, right. Allergies, says Enderman. Maybe. But no, I don't think I don't know what it would be. Normally I don't like cough when I'm like allergic to something. I've heard a lot of people hate MOV. MOV is an Apple thing, technically speaking, but it's what I used to record in for a while. Because I thought it gave better quality than MP4. It looked just slightly better, so I just kind of used it. But in reality, I think they're essentially the same as MP4, to be completely honest. All right, time-lapse. What are we feeling? The ones that I'm kind of feeling right now, we technically need something that's reasonably short because it's not a very long time-lapse. So, the ones I'm thinking is this song, which I did use in the last episode. Because there is a lot of cut-off points because we want to have the time lapses reasonably short. So like, for example, we could cut here and it would sound pretty natural, or a little bit after that as well. We'd probably cut there actually, which is where I did in the last episode. So yeah, there's that one. There's, what even is this one? Oh, this one would start like over here, I think, most of the time. Yeah, it would go like here. That's incredibly loud. No, I'm not really feeling that one. I don't actually know what this one is either. Nah, not this one either. Wow. I feel like I'm not giving you many options here. And then what's this one? I really like that song. I quite like that style of music for my time lapses. But recently I've been sort of changing it up to ones like the one I just showed you. Oh, I could do something like this. I do quite like this option. And once again, like the first one I showed you, it's quite easy for me to like cut it and shorten it without it sounding natural. Both are good IMO, says Ender. Yeah, oh, I need decisions. Too indecisive for this. Let's see. If I add a third in the mix, will that help or will that just make it worse? I am neutral. Okay. Is this the one? That's too futuristic. I used this a lot in season 3. This is the sort of style of music I really prefer on my time lapses. But yeah, as I say, sometimes we've got to switch it up. And I feel like for this build, for some reason, I feel like the first one I mentioned is a pretty good pick. Or the second one. I'm actually not sure if I've used the second one yet. Oh, and not my mic there. So maybe we go with the second one. Was it this one? No, it wasn't. It was... Is this one? No. Oh my... No, now we've lost it. It was by AGST. It wasn't that, though. I think it was this one. No. Where's it gone? No! Oh, now I don't know which one it is. Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's go this one. Because otherwise we'll never make a decision. And then here's where we want it to start, but we aren't putting it on that track because that'd be too quiet. So it'd be... And then this is when the actual time-lapse itself would start. However, we'd have a little bit before then. I mean, how long does this song go on for? We could do a super long fade. Or stand and make... I want to convert this to a mostly dirt island. Because I also want to build some other houses on it, but that'll be in the future, probably. I don't know, maybe it will be today. Who knows? Dirt island. Because I also want to build some other houses on it, but that'll be... What I typically do is I put a crossfade between them, and then I just put this more background music level, and we're going to need to fade out you as well. We'll just do like a 30-second fade on that like I normally do. Don't have to do anything too fancy. Or actually, better idea. We will fade between these two. To a mostly dirt island. Convert this to a mostly dirt island. Because I also want to build some other houses on it, but that'll be... I also almost feel like it's too quiet. There we go. Be in the future, probably. I don't know, maybe it will be today. Who knows? There we go. Okay, now we do the time-lapse, which is pretty simple. I use an add-on by Foxy Notel, and what that does is it very slowly moves the camera like this to some fancy camera patterns, as you can see there. Whoa. And in this time-lapse, I am just sort of transferring most of the stone from the island into dirt, that sort of thing. So, first of all, we've got to find the start of the time-lapse, like the bit where I actually start moving and doing stuff, which would be here. We'd then cut you. We'd also cut the original audio because it's most likely just the Minecraft music, which we don't need and is too relaxing for a time-lapse. Some would disagree, but that's my opinion. Go. And now it's not very time-lapsey. Also, if you're wondering, this is an entity that's generated as part of the add-on because that's like the center point. I forgot to press the button to hide the entity for part of the time-lapse. So that's why you can see it. Let's put that back to normal. And then we're going to go ahead and speed that up, which we do via this. Typically, each time-lapse changes the length of it to sort of fit with the song. So we're just going to start with 10,000 because that's generally a pretty good place to start with. It might get a bit laggy here, by the way. So what I typically do is actually watch the time lapse frame by frame, which I can do by pressing the arrow keys, because sometimes during the middle of a time lapse, I'll open my inventory or something to change the positioning of the camera, or for example, to hide that blue entity. So right now I'm just going through very, 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 very slowly by spamming my arrow key, because I'm pretty sure at one point throughout this, yeah, see, I opened the inventory. But if I just watch it, I wouldn't have noticed. So I can literally cut it frame by frame, which also doesn't make the camera movement feel too jittery, because there's not loads of cuts in there, because I'm able to quite precisely cut. And I think the rest is fine, but we'll just watch through this as well. And if you're wondering why I'm spamming it instead of holding it, if I hold it, it moves too fast. I think it actually might even move quicker than like normal speed. So we just spam. We get a nice slowed down version of the song. And how long have I actually got to work with this song for the time lapse? So this song realistically here would be a pretty good cutoff point, but this is also the sort, or here would be like ideal. Hang on, if I move that up a bit for the overlay, yeah, there we go. Here would be a pretty good cutoff point as well, but that's probably going to be too long for this time lapse, because generally I want time lapses to be less than 30 seconds, and this is a short time lapse anyway. So it's probably just going to fade out the music as opposed to a more natural cutoff point, which is fine. It's it happens. I'd prefer it if it lined up with the music a bit better, but ultimately when it's whatever. Oh, I didn't press F11 for half of this time lapse. Don't tell Toad. Oh, for none of this time lapse. Oh, jeez. Hey, well, the good news is it doesn't look like I pressed or opened the inventory. Right, so we'll just do the same again. 10,000. Yep, that's good. Oh, it's going to be very teeny tiny time lapse. There's almost no point. Oh, and I forgot to trim the start. Oopsies. I will fix the F11 in a second. I don't think I do anything in the middle of this time lapse, like opening the inventory that I need to cut out, but we can of course just see it real quickly. Yep, that's all good. And then finally, the way we're going to fix this is we're going to go ahead and crop out the top here incredibly and unnecessarily precisely. Step one. There we go. Oh. That's done a thing that I didn't want it to do. I actually don't know how to reset the viewfinder. I used to. Oh, actually, no, that works. Okay, whatever. Anyway, now we've got those bars, which still aren't really ideal. So then what we're just going to do is we're going to zoom in, which also technically isn't ideal because we're losing a little bit of quality. But if I'm being completely honest, I think this time-lapse could do with a bit of zoom anyway. In fact, I might add more than necessary. And I might do the same on this one as well, because it's a bit far away, this time-lapse. In hindsight, the angle wasn't quite right. Obviously, if we had actual replay mod in Bedrock, that would be something I could fix, but we don't, so we just work with what we've got. The other good thing is my laptop that I record these on has a 1440p screen. So all my all my time lapses are recorded in 1440p. So I kind of have that space to zoom because it's a high resolution. Although I also do export in 1440p, but then most people don't watch it in 1440p, and also YouTube compress it anyway. So you can't really tell too much that I've zoomed. I mean, you might be able to in this clip, to be fair. Although when it's moving so fast, maybe not, but yeah. I don't think it's terrible. There are worse time lapses out there on the internet, if you ask me. Or worse time lapse quality. Obviously, the FPS is a little bit not great right now, but once we go ahead and render that thing, it'll be fine. Evidently I had some sort of break, probably for like lunch or something here. And this is actually the main bulk of the time lapse, as you can see. And I think I actually leave it running for the entire time. I don't think I stop it. Oh, I do. No. Evidently not for a while though. Here. All right. Cool beans. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. We're then, oops. We're then going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, did it? There you go. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. 10, 1, 2, 3. This one might have to be a bit faster because it's shorter. Yeah, so this one will probably go to like 20, 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. No, I have done it on the wrong mode. I forgot to press a box that Pinape actually taught me because we want it to save this cut. But if it speeds it up, for some reason it will then include the part that we've cut out unless we press ripple timeline. So that's what we need to do. And it ripples the timeline, but it also doesn't include the part we already cut out, which is good. So now we just... I mean, what's the length of this? Let's see what the length of this one is as well after we've sped it up. And then I'll make a decision. This bit's a bit shorter as well. We'll start it like here. I'll have gone to get a wandering trader, like trade with the wandering trader at this point, won't I? Oh geez, I do leave it running for quite a while though. Yeah, I actually do run out of dirt here. That's the other thing with this time lapse. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh, go away. Didn't mean to press you. I want to press you. There you go. Technically, I wasn't doing the arrow thing there. Or the arrow key thing there. That was for me turning off the blue thing. I didn't realise I left it till this late, to be honest. Although, to be fair, when I say this late, I hadn't actually been doing it for this long. But for some reason, I'd stopped and started the clip a few times, so... Probably for like a wandering trader or something. We will watch the completed time lapse as well, don't we? What laptop do you have? Ooh, right, I have a HP Omen 15. I think it's a 2021 model. I got it last year, at the end of last year. It has an RTX 3070 and a Ryzen 7 5800H, and I would not recommend it because it has brought nothing but annoyance and unease to anytime I use it. I have just a long list of issues I've either had with it or still have with it that HP can't fix because they are useless. No offense. So yeah, basically, long story short, I have not been impressed and I will probably not be buying another HP laptop. In fact, I'm considering going MacBook when I go to uni. I don't know. I have a normal HP too, and I don't really like HP. Nah. Nicey does. Nicey thinks they're really good, and they have a laptop, a HP Omen laptop too, but I don't know if they've changed since they got one. I don't know if it's on the My Setup tab of my website. Might not be. I might actually need to update this. Yeah, I've not got the laptop on here. I can find it for you if you give me a second if you're super interested. Let's go on a tangent. Woo! Tangent time. Yeah, this thing has... Here it is. Oh, hang on. Why is that updating? Oh, it's an Amazon link. It's Amazon. I don't know if it's going to say, like, delivery and that sort of thing. got to be really careful on Amazon. I don't want to dox myself. Hey, maybe I should just take... Sorry, you can't see anything right now. I want to talk about it because of the annoying issues I've had with it. To be completely honest. Hey, there it is. Well, this is just the specifications for it, though. Ugh. Yeah, it's a 2021 model. Judging by this, though. Hey, I've actually already opened it up now because the warranty is useless because HP won't fix the issues with it. So I opened it up to both try and fix it and upgrade the storage, so I should get some more RAM for it. The magnets glue... Oh wait, hang on, I'll read that in a second. If I also go in incognito, then it's not going to say my address, is it? I'm incredibly paranoid about this right now. Oh, and for some reason I've just suddenly gotten really bad internet. Uh-oh. How? I'm literally streaming a black screen. How have I got bad internet? Hang on, let me just turn that off for a second. How is this possible? The internet didn't like me talking about my laptop. This feels like it's more of a just chatting stream, to be completely honest. Alright, well, realistically, I have just looked it. If there was anything bad there. Alright, I don't think there is. I've stared at this screen for long enough and I can't see my address. If there is, I'll cut out on the VOD. Please don't screenshot. Thank you. So this is the laptop I own. HP Omen Gaming Laptop 15 EN SA blah blah blah. Ryzen 7 5800. H processor, 16 gigs of RAM, 1TB SSD, RTX 3070, 15-inch screen, 165 Hz, which is unnecessary. I set everything to 120, mainly for I have this color, but I mean that's only available in a different model. But I would have probably had this, but I was very specific. Oh, I wouldn't. I wanted something higher than a 3060, and I wanted a 1440p screen, which led me to this one, which was a very good price for that. And yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed that it's I don't even think I'm streaming right now. I think I've lost internet. We might be back now. I don't know. Unstable, Twitch says. Yo, if you could put in chat if you can hear me. Because at this point, I'm like not sure. Oh look, it has a little symbol next to my name. Does that mean the Twitch affiliate thing? I have no idea. Whatever. Okay, we're definitely back now. I don't know if I was gone, but yeah, this is the specs I have. 1440p screen, which is a big important thing for me. I've upgraded it, so it has another terabyte of spare SSD in there as well. So it has 2 terabytes of SSD storage total. It has a ton of issues. This hinge is breaking after 6 months of use, might I add. Well, a little bit more than that, actually. Pretty much 6 months of use. There's a Windows issue that isn't caused by Windows because I've reset Windows and used different Microsoft accounts, but it's a Microsoft account issue that I won't get into, but it is to do somehow with the laptop. I'm not sure how, but that's the only reason I can think, is that it's some weird hardware issue that's somehow affecting software. Because I have reset my Windows, I have use different accounts, and it only happens on this laptop. Basically, every app that uses a Microsoft login, or almost every app that uses a Microsoft login, will take ages to log in to that Microsoft account, including Minecraft or the Xbox app or whatever it may be, or the Microsoft Store. It's really, really bad and annoying. I hate it. Even the Windows login screen itself. So that's really annoying. That's one of the big issues. One of the speakers arrived broken. Luckily, HP did fix that though. But anyway, yeah, I should really get some new RAM for it, or upgrade it. Sorry, because why not? But yeah, you're streaming? Yay! I don't know if I've got stream delay right now. It doesn't look like I do. But yeah, I'll add that to my website, the link for my laptop as well, because I haven't done that when I thought I had. Alright, you may need to refresh the stream, because I think for a second the stream might have stopped, so you might have delay now. But I'm looking at my little thing, and that's saying the delay's fine. Like my little preview. Which is actually in full 1080p, which might be why my Wi-Fi was going bad. Your app crashed? That's not great. Right, okay, there's 7 viewers, and I'm literally eating Smarties. Apologies. They're nice though. Right, let's go back to editing. We got on a laptop tangent, but it's fine. So let me show you the full time lapse. Bear in mind, it's going to be a bit laggy, because it's playing at like many frames per second. I mean, yeah, it's playing at 2,400 frames per second. So it will obviously be fine once we render it, but when we're watching it in the preview, it won't be. So bear that in mind. Who knows? Oh yeah, the transition is going to be terrible. So I'm actually going to start it after the transition. There was a lot of jitters there. Yeah, see, it missed out like most of this clip. As I say, that'll be better once we render it. Hang on, let me finish eating the tube of Smarties. I'm almost done. Nearly there. Alright. I think I've clicked something because it kept doing something when I was hovering over this it doesn't normally do, so I'm just going to reset it. What is rendering? Rendering is when you like export the project into a MP4 in my case. Actually, I think I do an MOV, which is QuickTime. The reason I export in MOV is actually due to having access to a different audio codec, but that might have honestly changed now. No, it hasn't. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, but we'll see that later. But I won't render the video on stream because it'll be very laggy. Because I use my graphics card to render the stream, and encode it. Well, sorry, I use my graphics card to encode the stream, which basically means my graphics card is processing the stream. I also use my graphics card to render the video. It's going to create a lot of issues. I think you can only have like 2 NVENC things running at the same time anyway. Maybe 3. Right. We're getting a bit distracted again. I think this clip is one we've decided we weren't going to use, to be honest. Anyway, the point of all that waffle is that I'm going to need to get myself a beacon, which is actually one of... Yeah, so this is before the time-lapse, so we don't need that. Can I select all? Ah! Click. Right, there we go. We don't need this, we don't need this. Do we need this? No. Do we need this? Yes. See, look, we are rapidly running out of clips, so this might turn into live episode recording in a bit. And then we got a... Okay, that's a very long name. The Boy Song Games something something blah blah blah. Says, yes, Minecraft. Kind of. Hello, how are you doing? Alright. And then we're just going to chuck that on there. But essentially what I want us to do... Well, I'm going to have to cut that time-lapse a little bit short. And then what we also want to do is add in that. And then we add in background music. And we are going to add in this song. Because... Well, I'm going to have to cut that time-lapse a little bit short because unfortunately we have ran out of dirt. But essentially what I want us to do is not turn this island into like an entirely dirt island because I don't think that would look very good. I sort of just wanted to change the surface of it to dirt and maybe a couple of layers. Basically a little bit of light terraforming, which I think I've done pretty well, obviously, excluding this kind of huge hole that we have left here. Although it does look like there's some dirt here that I can use. I've just noticed you might have been getting an echo. Sorry if you have. Oh. Why is the... Yeah, there's a lot of audio stuff messed up behind the scenes. Excluding this kind of huge hole that we have left here. Although it does look like there's some layers. Basically a little bit of light terraforming. Which I think I've done pretty well, obviously. Excluding this kind of huge hole that we have left here. Although it does look like there's some dirt here that we have left here. Alright. Okay, and then we switch subjects. Part of me wants to make this song start here. Purely because we're like switching the subject. Exclude. But I also don't really want it to be quiet there. Guess I could change songs, but this would be a very short segment. Let's do like I've reorganized my music, so I don't know where everything is like I used to. Because this is like, I think the first or second video, it's definitely the first PinaCraft episode that I'm editing with this new music thing. It might be quirky. What's this? This one. Hey, we got to use that at some point. I never use that. Okay. We will use this song, because why not? We just need something short. Short and sweet for this bit. And then we are going to go ahead and do that. And that. And we have left here. Okay, we're not actually going to do that. Left here. But we are going to do that. Oh yeah, so this is a typical transition in terms of like music and stuff. I'll have the transition here and the sound effect here as normal. And then if it's like mid-song, then it will have a 30 frame fade. Like basically everything I do is 30 frames long that we have left here. However, whilst we may... Let's just rewatch this. Well, that's why I wasn't watching it with the time-lapse. Well, I'm gonna have to cut that time-lapse a little bit short because... Well, I'm gonna have to cut that time-lapse a little bit short because unfortunately we have ran out of dirt. But essentially what I want us to do is not turn this island into like an entirely dirt island because I don't think that would look very good. I sort of just wanted to change the surface of it to dirt and maybe a couple of layers. Basically a little bit of light terraforming, which I think I've done pretty well, obviously, excluding this kind of huge hole that we have left here. However, whilst we may have run out of dirt, we have not run out of armor trims, which I completely forgot about. So I just completely ignored the armor trims that I got in the stream where I died. So that's, you know, then this bit completely forgot about. So I think that would be a good time to upgrade some of our armor. However, before we do that, we have a single netherite upgrade template. Good time to upgrade some of our armor. However, before we do that, we have a single netherite upgrade template. Armor. However, before we do that, we have a single netherite upgrade template. So I really need to look at how on earth we duplicate these things, which is through a lot of diamonds and a piece of netherrack. Jeez. I always think it sounds like I'm saying cheese. I'm not. I'm saying cheese with a J. Oh, jeez, mate. All right. Okie dokie. Jeez. Well, this is incredibly expensive, but there we go. Cheese good? Indeed, yes. We now have a duplicate netherite upgrade. Sounded so British then. I'm watching something that was like filmed where I live, so they've got a lot of people with like the accent from my sort of area, and it's it's making me feel more local by the minute. I was born here. I made it sound like I haven't lived here all my life, but you know. And I have actually decided that we're going to get netherite upgrade. And I have actually decided that we're going... When I say filmed, I actually don't think a lot of it was filmed here, but it was set here, which makes it more confusing. Here the accent is kind of standard. Whereabouts are you again, if you don't mind me asking? Actually decided that we're going to get a few more, because I know it's not the UK or the US, is it? Which are obviously like the two common ones. To upgrade a few more pieces. Switzerland, yeah, of course, I remember now, sorry. Yeah, very nice. Of our gear. So I've gone ahead and crafted 5 netherite. A few more to upgrade a few more pieces of our gear. So I've gone ahead and crafted 5 netherite. I have actually decided that we're going to get a few more to upgrade a few more pieces of our gear. So I've gone ahead and crafted... yeah, so we don't need to keep that bit because that's essentially repeating itself. Honestly, this is pretty good for me to like explain what I'm doing. Like explain the decision making, because I feel like in some ways I might not have thought about cutting that out if I wasn't like talking to you guys. I'm just going to be like sat here talking to myself when I'm editing, like when I'm not streaming next time. Duplicate netherite upgrade. And I have actually decided that we're going to get... So I've gone ahead and... Oh yeah, oopsies. Well, this is incredibly expensive. We now have a duplicate netherite upgrade. So I've gone ahead and crafted 5 netherite smithing template upgrades because we have one for the helmet that we're... Alien teaching alien. Exactly, that is kind of what it feels like, weirdly. Using at the moment, and then for all of this gear that we're using as well. Obviously, we don't actually have any netherite at the moment, so that was kind of a waste. Oh, I forgot to do that thing. There was a PinaCraft admin thing I was meant to do. Oopsies. Sorry. This is also realistic of editing. I checked Discord whilst I edit at the same time. I'm sorry. Using at the moment, and then for all of this gear that we're using as well. Obviously, we don't actually have any netherite at the moment, so that was kind of a waste, which is not something I really thought about, but at least we can use it in... Did not realise that we had to use diamonds, so that was kind of a waste, and I did not... That was a very weird version. It had like the same melody but different like pitch of the background song. So that was kind of a waste. And I did not realise that we had to use diamonds to duplicate all of these. Okay, that is going to be annoying. I feel like this gap makes... Some gaps you kind of don't want to leave in, but this one feels like more natural for some reason. I don't know. Diamonds to duplicate all... You know, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Had to use diamonds to duplicate all of these. Okay, that is going to be annoying because I want at least one of each, so yeah. That gap we might leave in though. In fact, I think we will. There we go. I now have one of each armor. And we were talking about zooms yesterday. I kind of do think now maybe zooming in here into the inventory would be a good idea, purely because that's like the main focus of this clip is not rotation, is the inventory itself. Or what's in the inventory more than other times in the past. If we do that, then there's space for the tooltip, isn't there? Like the name. Well, there we go. I now have one of each armor trim that I own, which means we can own. Oh, and I can also show you keyframing. So we're going to press this button. No, we're not. We're going to press this button, which... Okay, I guess we got to add some keyframes first. But if that button worked, it would have shown me the keyframes I had. But the way this works, if you don't know what a keyframe is, the sort of idea is that something is at that position or that zoom or that setting when it reaches a keyframe. So if I set a keyframe for the zoom to be 0 here and a keyframe to be 1 here, then it would gradually, as the clip plays, move from 0 to 1 because it knows it needs to be at 1 here and it knows it needs to be at 0 here, so it sort of just works it out in between. Or I could do like 0, 1, 0, 1, and it would keep zooming in and out every time it reaches the keyframe. In this case, we're going to create a keyframe here because we want it to stay at this zoom. We're then going to let it play for a little bit, and we're then going to create another keyframe where we're then going to zoom it out and set the position back to 0, 0. That way we've sort of got a almost transition as the clip zooms out again. That I own, which means we can go like that to the smithing table and start looking at what designs we can put on our armor. Which sort of just makes the I guess, production value a bit nicer. The smooth, it makes the videos feel a bit more fluid and smooth as well, in my opinion. And it's really not hard. Well, it can be hard, but what I was doing just then isn't armor. So I believe all of these items here... oh, to be fair, I have just made a whole point of that, so I guess we'll do it on this one as well. I know I said I wasn't going to do it on some of them yesterday, but on yesterday it was sort of different. So like the clips, I mean, were different. I believe all of these items here we should be able to use, especially doing it on this one, because we want people to be able to see the armor trims that appear on the armor stand as I preview them. The smithing template's on. So if I just take off my armor for a second, let's see. So that's a stone cut. So first of all, let's... Not sure if I was meant to keep that in, but we're going to keep that in and we're going to add a fade. Oh, that's a stone cut. So first of all, let's do the helmet. And I have absolutely no idea which one to do for this. I guess technically this is also... I guess technically this is our turtle. Which one to do? I guess technically this is our turtle shell. We also have our actual helmet to do. But honestly, I kind of quite like that. I don't know if I actually did the actual helmet one out of all of these, I think. I quite like that one out of all of these, I think. That one isn't very specific, is it? I think. Actually, never mind. I'm going to stick with the... Oh well. The June armor trim. So let's put that on our turtle shell. We then have our leggings. And for that, we're going to go with the redstone because I quite like the color of the red, I think. Or actually, maybe I could go yellow. Yeah, let's go yellow. And we are... Did I peek there in the audio? Could go yellow. Yeah, let's go... That like never happens. Yellow, and we are going to do a different trim. Go yellow, and we... Red, I think. Or actually, maybe I could go yellow. Yeah, let's go yellow, and we are going to do a different trim. So I actually quite like the tied armor trim on this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put the tied on that. We then have our boots, which I have no idea what color. Let's go green. Why not? Yes, go green. Green, why not? And for the boots, I think I'm going to put the eye armor trim. I actually wanted to put originally like the eye armor trim on the helmet because the helmet is next to your eyes and I thought it would make sense, but it didn't. So yeah, on there. Now we also have this helmet, which I might as well put something on. So Let's see. And I actually feel like going red. Yeah, and then I changed my mind and went gold because blue and yellow. We also have this helmet, which I might as well put something on. So, I actually feel like going put something on. And I actually feel like going gold on these would be a good idea. And I quite like these. They kind of look like eyebrows. So we're going to use the Vex trim on that. I guess that's why it's called the Vex trim, isn't it? At the moment, at some point, trim on that. And that's all the gear. And then we're just going to do the same keyframe trick there. And this is the button I was talking about earlier. This lets you see the keyframes and move them around if you wanted to get more precise. My method of like the animation time is just pausing it and unpausing it reasonably quickly. But yeah, And that's all the gear we have at the moment. At some point, I need to go ahead and get myself a spare chest plate, but I'm going to do that in the future. So this is currently what we look like. Yes, it is a slight little bit of a mess as they don't really match up, but I kind of just want to have a variety of colors and armor trims on my armor because I want to experience the update, okay? What else can I say? Perhaps at some point in the future, I'll go ahead at looking... Perhaps at some point... What else could I say? Perhaps at some point in the future, I'll look at getting an entire set of something, but for now, I'm quite happy with what we've got. I also think in the future, I might, like future seasons, I mean, especially if I do like an ocean base, then I'd get like all the ocean ones, like the coast one, I think it is, and the one you get from Guardians, and then I try and mix and match them, like themes like that. But this season, there isn't really one theme that would suit me or the season. So I kind of just mix and match. Also, it's obviously the season where it comes out, so I just want to try all the different trims, really. Or all the different trims I had. Anyway, but, yeah. Oh, didn't know you could double click to add that. That's nice. Yeah, we're very much coming up to the end. Although, to be fair, I might just end the stream after I finish editing what I currently have recorded, purely because I'm kind of close to running out of time anyway, and I need to do PinaCraft admin thing. We've got, well, and that's the music track. There we go. Speaking of music, I can't actually remember what this segment is. Well, arbitribs aside, we may not be able to finish placing in the dirt right now without, well, going and planning. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I know what this is. What sort of music are we going to do? I actually want to use one of the stream songs that I don't think I have added, which literally means I'm going to go through the stream playlist. Sorry. These are the sorts of things that I do in editing. This is a real experience. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, I'm using the app I use for music on stream is Fubar now, and it's very good, and I quite like it. And it obviously has the now playing thing, or well, technically that's a plugin, but anyway. Need to fix it to show a different thing when I'm not actually playing any music. But there's a specific song in here that I'm looking for that I don't think I have saved. Or no, I will have it saved, but I don't know which song it is. Because this place is mostly my like stream music. I like this song. I just use Spotify lol, totally not for rubber. Hey, nice. I use Amazon Music, which I unpinned yesterday because I kept accidentally opening it. But that's what I use for like when I'm listening by myself. But all of these songs are from Epidemic, and I downloaded them all as MP3s, so I needed an MP3 player, which is why I use this Fubar thing. I used to use iTunes, but iTunes is not updated anymore, very laggy on Windows, and just overall not a great experience, to be honest. I wasn't a huge fan of the UI either. Fubar is very lightweight, from what I can tell, MP3 player. That actually plays audio quite high quality. It can play other higher quality formats as well. It's also very customizable, such as the plugin thing that lets me show what's currently playing, which iTunes did have like a third-party app for, which also caused it to lag. But anyway, point is, this is just so much better for what I'm using it for. Oh, and it's like super resizable. I have these things set up called fancy zones, which I don't use that often. But like if I was playing a game, I stream on Twitch. I stream on Twitch in 1080p. So this square here is actually perfect 1080p. So then I could just set OBS to just capture this, and it wouldn't make it wouldn't be blurry from downscaling because my monitor is 1440p. If that makes any sense. But what the good thing about that is this is super scalable in I could put it like this and have it on the same monitor as the game if it was up here, and it wouldn't, you know, look weird or anything, which I couldn't do on iTunes or Spotify, to be fair, or Amazon Music, basically anything. Right. Yeah, so if this doesn't, if you haven't realized already, I kind of overthink music in my videos sometimes, and I will go this sort of distance to find a specific track. And then watch it and just not be very good, like I changed my mind or something. I think it's this one. It's not, I don't think, actually. It goes like do 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 bum 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 bum. I don't know, it just seems right. Music is very important. It sets the like tone and the theme, or not theme, mood. I'm actually doing a unit on it at college at the moment. Though we're running out in this playlist. I'm sure it's in here. Here it is. But I thought it was most of the song. It doesn't start like that. Hang on, okay, it might be a different one then. Let me just see the last few ones in this. Okay. So it is wanna get to know you. Instrumental, although they're all instrumental. And it is in the Happy Pop playlist. Jeez, that's very loud. But tribs aside, we may not be able to finish placing in the dirt right something, but for now I'm quite happy with what we've got. Well, arbitribs something, but for now I'm quite happy with what we've got. Well, what we've got. There you go. In college here, you still have all the subjects like French, English, maths, etc. Yeah, you still have those as an option here, but you don't have to do them, which is very, 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 very nice. Yeah. So I do English. Okay, what else? I don't know why. I've got that tomorrow. What else could I say? Perhaps at some point in the future, I'll look at getting an entire set of something, but for now I'm quite happy with what we've got. Well, arbitribs aside, we may not be able to finish placing in the dirt right now without, well, going and collecting more, which actually wouldn't be that hard to do. But there is one thing we can do. Planning. Yay. Planning. Yeah. Hey, here we're going to keyframe something as well. I feel like starting it like that and then doing like a full-on flip, 360 degrees flip. Oh. What? I feel like there's something I'm misunderstanding. I feel like that shouldn't be 365. Maybe it's 180. Why is that line not straight? Evidently, that's on a 90 degrees angle, but then it's not straight. Oh, well, I guess it's not exact. Yeah, no, that's not straight. But that would mean it's slanted in the first place. Whatever. Okay, there's a reason I didn't do maths A level at college. 731, that looks about straight. Still. I'm still bitterly upset after the bread tragedy, but I have returned, says Cinnamon. Oh, and Enderman does quote. Let's see here. This day has been too long and I need to shoot people. Yeah, that was when I was talking about playing Halo. I think it was. Can do. Planning. Yay. Yeah, I mean, it might make some people dizzy. It's a part of the Alien Doctor video experience. Okay, well, that's the end of the clips I have got so far. So what I'm going to do, hey, this is the other thing I was talking about. So look, I can resize this to exactly 1080p, and then you guys don't have to see, like, the like downscaled version, because it will be at the native resolution I'm streaming at. But I'm on the wrong profile for that to technically work properly, so I'm just going to play it in full screen. Because I have like 2 profiles. But let me just reset that transform. There you go. Hide that. Do now playing. Oh, I closed Fubo. So yeah, as I say, I am going to go in a second. Probably. I don't know, maybe I won't. Maybe you can convince me. But before we do anything, I want to give the stream a little exclusive preview. Maybe we might actually be able to do some creative preview. We really should change it to this. There we go. Now it's on the right side for Minecraft. Wait, you're a windowed player too, or my friend's playing full screen? I do play in full screen, but if I'm streaming like in 1080p, then I'll have it sized at perfect 1080p instead of 1440p like my monitor. But no, I do play full screen. Don't go. If you go, I will shed tears. Well, I'm not going yet. So this is an exclusive preview for you, the viewers of the stream, because I've finished recording all the clips, and I was considering doing live recording, but I don't think I am. Ignore that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to show you guys this. Because it may encourage you to subscribe on Twitch with your free Prime sub. This is the Hall of Alien Pogness. And as you can see, it's a giant alien pog. I was messing around with which materials to use, but I am going to use this one because I think the tough block is a little bit too light. So yeah, I'm going for the deep slate. I think this is cold deep slate. We need to try regular deep slate, to be fair. I don't think... This is what I mean. I'm going to get distracted when I'm doing this. So, you know, we've got a good amount of time on stream left. I haven't actually tried regular deep slate. It might work better. Anyway, okay, whilst I'm real quickly doing this, any guesses as to what this building is for? This weird temple. Temple of Alien Pog. That might be a better name, to be fair. Put your guesses in the chat. Yeah, this is exclusive preview. So also at the start, or in between seasons, I had a spare server. So I had like a testings. I made like a creative copy of the seed that anybody could play on, like before the season started. So I had to claim my area. But yeah. Exclusive to showcase the amazingness of bread. Nope. Okay. Nope. Hello, Cubic. How are you doing today? Okay, it's not. Channel supporters' names. Enderman got it right. Yeah, so the idea is, I guess I gave it away when I said Twitch subs, but the plan is, maybe this is a bit ambitious, but there's plenty of space for expansion. The idea is that each of these armor stands will be a name. Probably during this season, I'll also unlock channel memberships, which because most of my audience is on YouTube, they may be more likely to use that or you guys, I guess, maybe more likely to use that than Patreon, or Twitch subs, which is kind of where my current support things are. But yeah, so very kind people that do decide to pay me, or use a Prime sub for that matter, will get put into this Hall of Alien Pogness. I'm not sure how we're going to do the hierarchy though, because some are higher than others. Like, there's a couple of rows if we look here. Like, I don't think we'd go in between unless we had to, but we would go like up here, and then we'd have like one at the top. I don't know who we'd have at the top. It might be like a first come, first serve, so you can choose where you go. Because I could be like, oh yeah, the person that pays the most goes at the top. But I don't think that's very fair. Well, it is kind of fair, I guess, because it's what they're paying for. But because I'm a small channel, I'm not sure how many of those would get filled. Like, I'm not sure how much you'd have to pay to just be a little bit higher up. Like, really, it doesn't make much sense. So I'm going to say... Oh, it was muted. Wait, am I muted? No. So yeah, I'm going to say that it's probably you can decide where you go. So yeah, when you Twitch sub, or when you channel membership, or when you Patreon. I accidentally pressed mute, says Cinnamon Cap. Fair enough. Panicked me for a second. So that's the alien of Pognus, or the island of Alien Pognus. So this is my other alien island. And then obviously, I'm trying not to show the base until like right at the end. This is actual exclusive previews. I don't think I've shown this on camera before. I'm not going to say what my base is, but you're going to see how much work is going to have to go into it. And then this is the island. So these stone blocks do actually represent some sort of planning. So it's going to be paths here. We're going to have a path over to the main base island. And there'll be a bridge. Obviously, that's my house. I need to move that beacon because I just copied this from the actual server. Like with World Edit. We're going to have another house here. And another house there. Over here, we're going to have like a cherry tree pond type of thing, I'm thinking. And then down here, we'll have a beach. Now, the next build that I'm going to do, possibly even in this episode, to be completely honest, is this sort of dock area. So we have a nice dock area here, and then the dock will extend outwards here as well in this way. So that's nice. And I always feel like there needs to be this here. So yeah, this is the next build. And hey, any feedback on the dock, since I've not built it in survival yet, let me know. My actual plan, by the way, is to do a little bit more variation. So I'll be adding the occasional polished andesite and cracked stone bricks and mossy stone bricks and that sort of thing. So yeah, mixing stuff up a little bit more. But, you know, I didn't want to do that in creative build because I couldn't be bothered. And then this over here, we sort of need to fix this because this is a hopper line from the item sorter that side. And it's sort of, yeah, I kind of want to have a staircase maybe going up here or something. I don't know, because we need a way down on the dock. Oh, and in the actual thing, this would be like that. It's just because I didn't know what level I was building this part of the dock. And then the other thing I'm thinking is maybe a very small boat or even just a raft like here. I'm just ignoring all the bread. Like a raft or a boat or something here. Dock is very pog, thank you. Needs bread, says Cinnamon Cap. No, banned. Fired, out of a cannon. Where's good? Baguette, says Enderman. No. Baguette is a type of bread. I like baguettes, but I will not show that support to baguettes or any type of bread when the bread cult is around. Yeah, I'm really happy with this design. Oh, it is going to extend more this way, I decided. And then this one will come out here. I guess we could do that now real quickly. Why not? Chill, creative building stream. Let me switch my game to Minecraft. Minecraft. Creative building for the next PinaCraft episode. Okay. Could make a better title, but to be completely honest, not going to be streaming for that long. Yeah, this is actually reasonably easily designed to remember as well. I could do it in my sleep. Oh, I do need to do that admin thing, and I don't know if I'm able to do the admin thing live, so I will need to end for that, technically. The only thing... Oh, I guess I have this bit here, so... Yeah. I was about to say the only thing is boats wouldn't actually be able to dock, but I'm kind of doing it wrong, aren't I? Because I added in the fences, and I'm quite happy with this barrel thing as well. I'm just really happy with this whole design, actually. It was a couple of stuff I saw on Google. It was inspired by. Honestly, though, basically none of it is actually the original inspiration. Otherwise, I would have saved it and credited it. The only thing that I looked at a lot of builds that are similar to this, and the main thing that I saw they had in common is the sort of idea of having like a back wall here with a walkway on top, which is sort of what we've got, and then a lower level walkway. So that's what we have here. I'm not supporting go against the bread cult, says Enderman. Okay, sure. Look, you come from Tomco's server in my head for some reason. You know, so that means you're automatically put as a bread supporter. Although I bet you don't have the bread reaction role, because most people don't. There is a secret bread reaction role on my Discord server where you can get a bread roll that not many people know about, other than the people that have it, obviously, and the people who were there when I made it. It's not that hard to find. It's pinned in a channel. I'll let you guess which channel. It's actually the only reaction role on the server because we switched to server onboarding as well. Server onboarding is fun. Hey, there is actually like reasons why I use server onboarding now as well. Other than that it's more functional most of the time than reaction roles. Like easier for people to understand. And it's basically, because everybody sees it, everybody knows that the pings exist. And, you know, the more people I can get to be pinged when a video or stream comes out technically does benefit me. So, you know, it is a sneaky way to encourage people to get the role. But it's not like, you know, I'm not putting it in your face or anything. Otherwise, I just ping at everyone. It's just sort of making sure as many people as possible know that the, like, stream and video alert pings, like making sure everybody knows they exist, more as forcing them to do it. I'm not forcing anybody to do it. I just want people to know it exists because it benefits me. Wahaha. There you go. Evil YouTuber secrets. I'm gonna get cancelled. We might have to put just like a wall here because we can't put a trapdoor there, can we? It's not sure about the walls. That is the only thing. Like just the blank wall here. This is very exclusive. I haven't even showed the other PinaCraft members, by the way. Okay, I guess I'll show you the other thing because I said I was going to. And that is over here. That is the island. The main base island. So, Ender, not the one in chat. The Ender on the PinaCraft server actually built this. Also, yes, I know we have a cherry blossom over there. But it's those chunks are generated, so I might ask Pinape if we can reset them. Anyway. Ender built this. It's like a little film set type of thing. Quite like it, to be honest. He just popped this out of nowhere as well. It was impressive. But yeah, you can see my sort of plans for this area. I was going to do a dock here because it was quite a good natural thing, but I guess I changed my mind after I did one over here. But this gives you an idea about the amount of terraforming and the amount of stone and deep slate and material we're going to use. And I have to say a huge thank you to Ghost for Tapeface, one of the old PinaCraft members, for helping me and teaching me a little bit of terraforming. So he sort of showed me how to make this and actually made part of it as well. And this is the terraforming that I'm going to do. And then we're going to end up, if you've ever played Zelda Breath of the Wild, with a sort of Great Plateau. And I'm not going to spoil what we're building on top of the Great Plateau, or just Plateau. But it is also Zelda inspired. Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom inspired. Which is perfect timing considering Zelda Tears of the Kingdom released. Which, when I started planning this back in December, January time, it had not released. That's how long I've been sitting on this idea. Literally months. But I'd already kind of decided way before then. I basically knew before we even picked the seed that I wanted an island to build a plateau, to build something on top of the plateau. Issue is, don't know if I'm going to have enough time because it's a very big thing. I might finish the terraforming and then the thing I build on top is going to end up being really small. So I do need to get a move on, but summer's in like 3 weeks, so hopefully I'll have more time then. I don't know, the pace we're going at's not terrible right now, it's just, it's not ideal. Anywho, I sent a reaction thing to see what it was. Yeah, I have no idea. I think it's more of an analytical thing. The terraforming seems like it would take ages. It will. And I'm excited. There'll be a lot of YouTube streams on this during the summer. I want to do, once I start working on it, I want to do like weekly. Or sorry, weekly. I already do weekly. Well, I try to. I want to do daily streams for a week during the summer working on this thing. Just got to find a week where I'm free. Like every day at roughly the same time. Hey, Enderman got the bread roll. I'm not happy. I'm just happy that you found it. Yeah, we also are going to need to work on our terraforming skills. This is the bit I did before Ghost showed me. And then this is the bit that I did when Ghost showed me. I just don't know how to do the angles. He showed me how to do the flat bits, but not the angles. And I can't have everything angled. So, could be an issue. Where's the zoom? Could be an issue. I prefer the Rickroll. Wow, nice. I walked into that. Anyway, that is unfortunately going to be it for today, though. I don't know who's live. Who is live? Have we even got enough people to raid? I wouldn't normally raid on 3 viewers, and basically nobody that I know is live anyway, so we're not going to. But yeah, nice pun, Ender. And thank you very, very, very much for watching. I will see you all in the next stream. Hopefully at some point in the future when I'll have recorded more clips for this video so that we can finish editing it because I'm like devoted now. Anyway, bye-bye.